This is the first time use for the Pitt Boss 1600, smoking a whole chicken. Alright, welcome back. So we're going to start off with our brine. We have 4 cups of water, bringing that up to a simmer. Once the water starts simmering, we're going to go with 2.5 tablespoons of kosher salt, and we're going to go with 6 tablespoons of brown sugar. We're going to dump that in and we're going to stir it up. I'm just going to stir that until the salt is dissolved a little bit and the sugar is dissolved a little bit. And you'll be able to feel it. Alright, I'm going to turn the stove off. Just mix that a little bit longer. And we're going to take that off of the heat and put it over here. Alright, so now that we took the pot off the heat and the salt and sugar dissolved a little bit, we're going to go ahead and take 1.5 cups of cool water and dump that in there. Then we're going to grab 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. 1, 2, and 3. And you can also put 3 cloves of garlic in. But if you do not have garlic, you can use garlic powder. And I don't really measure this out, but I just dash it in there a little bit so you can see it coat the top just a little. And we're going to go ahead and mix that around a little more. And then we're going to let this set at room temperature to cool down for about 10 minutes. Alright, so now that the brine has cooled, we're going to go ahead and dump it in a tin pan here. Like so. Hopefully we do not overflow. We're going to go ahead and get our chicken and put our chicken right in the brine. Right down in the brine. Like that. And we are right at the top of the brine here. So we're going to carefully place this in the refrigerator, and we will turn the chicken every so often. You would like to have this overnight in the refrigerator, if not overnight, at the minimum of 4 hours in a brine. So we're gonna let this go until we are ready to season up our chicken and start cooking it. Alright, so after 4 hours of sitting in this brine here, I rotated this chicken a couple times within the 4 hours. We heated up 1 stick of butter, and then we took some cinnamon sugar and dashed it in there, mixed it up, and what we're going to do is inject the cinnamon sugar and butter inside of the chicken here, but I'm gonna have to get rid of this brine. So I want to put some of that brine in this here water bottle, so when I'm cooking or smoking the chicken, I can go out within a half an hour to an hour, 45 minutes, and spray it down to keep the outside moist. So let's go ahead. We'll bring this over. We're gonna dump some brine into this bottle here for some spray. I'm gonna go ahead and dump the rest of that out right there, like that. Okay. So we're gonna put the lid on this spray bottle that we'll use during cooking. Now we're gonna get our injector. We have our injector here, and we're just gonna suck up we didn't get a lot of it. Wish we had some more. Let's see here if we can do this way. Okay, we got some here. So we're just gonna stick it down in the meat, shoot it up a little bit, stick it down in here, shoot it up a little bit, stick it down in the wing here, shoot it a little, down in that wing, up here in the back. Get a little more. Good. Maybe a little more back in here. And some over here. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to get Suckle Buster's Honey Barbecue Rub for pork and chicken. And we're going to rub this chicken down. Gonna go ahead and put a lot on there. We're just gonna rub it down, make sure it gets everywhere. All over the chicken, under the wing. On the leg, everywhere. Just get this stuff everywhere. Alright. Now, once we're done rubbing it down, now it's time to go get that smoker started. Alright, then now that we got the Pitt Boss 1600 out and set up, we're going to go ahead and turn it on and start preheating at 250 degrees. We're going to hold our button for 3 seconds. And in the hopper we have bourbon barrel hardwood pellets. You want to open the lid for the preheating cycle. There's going to be a lot of smoke that comes out of here. That white smoke, you want it to dissipate before you add your chicken or whatever you're cooking. Now I see I'm going to have to take this middle grate out to be able to put that chicken in there. And I want to put it to the left side because that's where the true temperature is typically. Once the white smoke dissipates, we're going to go ahead and set the smoker to 250 degrees. And I like putting the heat probes in there so it tells me the temperature of the grill. Alright, so the left side here is probe 1 and the right side is probe 2. We're going to go ahead and stick probe 1 on the left side right here, and we're going to take probe 2 and stick that on the right side. Now that the white smoke is dissipated, we're going to go ahead and set this for 250 degrees. Unplug those quick. Push the button in. Set for 250. There we go. I'll go ahead and plug these probes back in again. This one here is number 2. This one here, number 1. Now we're going to go ahead and close the lid and allow that to heat up. Alright, so we reached temperature of 250 degrees. We're going to go ahead and put the chicken on. I'm going to move this. It says the right side's 321 degrees, the left side's 287 degrees. I don't know how true that is. I'll pull that one and stick this one off to the left-hand side here. I'm going to go ahead and take chicken and put the chicken on. Smoke. Now with that, I want a little bit more smoke than what this gives off. So I have apple wood chips in here that I'm going to heat up, that I'm going to light up and have extra smoke in here. We're going to go ahead and set that right on the grill there, like that, for a little extra smoke. We're going to let it go for 45 minutes, come back and check it. Alright, so it's been about 45 minutes. We have the probe inside the chicken and I only have 88 degrees right now. So I'm going to bump it up to 300 degrees on the temperature here. Now I'm going to go up to 350. Alright, so we have that set to 350 degrees. We want this probe up to 165. Alright, so we just cranked it up to 350 degrees. We're going to go ahead and give the outside a little squirt. Keep it moist. and we'll check back in about 25 to 30 minutes. All right, so we have the internal temperature at 165 right now. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the probe out. So the chicken is done, but what we're gonna do is we are going to baste it right now with some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. We're just gonna rub that on there. And we're gonna go ahead and let that sit in that heat at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. Try to harden up this sauce on the outside there where it's not wet. And then we're gonna pull it, and that'll be it. Next we'll be cutting into it. All right, so what I decided to do was put it in shutdown mode. When I put the barbecue sauce on there, I put it in shutdown mode. I didn't want it to cook any further, but I just wanted the heat in there. It'll continue to cook and just harden up that barbecue sauce. So again, this is the first time use for the Pitt Boss 1600 smoking a whole chicken. It was an 8-pound chicken. It took about 2 hours to cook. I started out at 250, then I bumped it up to 350. All right, and here is the final product. I see a little bit of moisture in there. It is a little dry. Maybe I would shoot it up with a little more butter next time or something to try to get more flavor in there. But all in all, it doesn't look too bad. So next time we're gonna try a pork shoulder, and we're gonna cook that one for between 12 and 16 hours. So stick around and keep a lookout for the next video. Thanks for watching.